We're live.
We're
We're live.
live.
All right. Hello, everyone. First, before we get started, happy birthday to Tiffany and Kevin, who both have birthdays this week. Tiffany is 32 and Kevin is 27.
Black don't crack. I look good for 27.
Yep, you're right.
So I want to say happy birthday to my lovely and
Debonair, handsome, whatever you want to say. Man.
to my co-hosts. I love them so much, and I wish them many, 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 many more birthdays.
Thank
And,
you. Sag season.
That's right, Sagittarius.
Wants to wish them happy birthday, feel free. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section if everybody wants to come on and say happy birthday to Kevin or if they want to join in on the topic. As you see, our topic today are Black men giving away Black wealth when they marry white women. People seem to think that is a thing. When you marry outside your race, you're giving away Black wealth. I'm sure Tiffany and Kevin and everybody else would have a lot to say about that. Are we giving away Black wealth, or are people loving who they love? I think I don't know. I don't know if people go into relationships thinking that deep. You know.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. That's a good point, Carl.
Yeah.
That you don't think that people go into thinking that deep, please.
Yeah,
it is a percentage of people that
I don't think rich Black men think that far out. Like they go, oh, if I get this white lady pregnant, then and marry her, my millions of dollars I made from rapping or basketball or whatever the case may be is going to go to, it's going to go to. I don't know. We'll get into it. I don't think they think that far, like Carl said.
Yeah,
but it happens.
Yeah. Somebody already said that deep or that shallow. So it's gonna get into it.
There's people out there that is like that. They are opportunists.
Sharon Gooden says happy birthday from YouTube. Hi Sharon, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And have a blessed.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna hit you with our hit song, our theme song that everyone loves and everyone thinks that we should have a video and it should be on the Billboard Top 100.
It's a rap song, man. Do we get booty shaking dancers for this, or do we get the do we get the dancers, or we get the marching dancers from Public Enemy?
All right, Tiffany, can you get up and dance for us?
Oh no, y'all have to put my Cash App up for that. Y'all getting all of that because this meat back here is real, okay?
Yes.
It's real, 100% grain, real, great fat, everything is real. But this is also fair use purposes, educational purposes. We do not own the rights to this content. This is our opinion only, and we ain't no real, certified therapists. We're just hood therapists. No.
I like that, hood therapist.
Yeah, this is hood therapy. All right, folks.
T-shirts coming soon.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you everything, you gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Black men date out their race more than all other men put together. You know why? Racial inferiority. We don't think we're as good as the white man, so we need the white woman in order for us to feel an artificial sense of equality. It is self-hatred to the 20th power. I'm not against white women, but I support black women. And in my support of black women, I cannot condone interracial dating. But let's look at the economics. Take the romance out. Take the emotion out. Let's look at the economics. Marriage is a business contract. Women on average live longer than men. So if I marry a white woman and I die prematurely, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I die prematurely, rest in peace, marvelous Marvin Hagler. That white woman is not going to take any of the wealth that I built as a black man and give it to the black community so we can help regenerate ourselves. She's going to keep that money for herself, and all that black money will go back into the hands of white society. Interracial marriage is economic betrayal. Who you marry tells me who you are. When you marry a woman, you don't just marry her. You marry her culture. You marry her community. You marry her people. You understand? So when a black man marries a white woman, he's making several clear points and messages he's sending out to his own people. Because there's no greater symbol of your loyalty to your struggle than to marry a sister who shares that struggle. Black men have married outside their race, Envy, more than the men of all other races in America put together as a percentage. How do you explain that? Is love purely blind? I disagree. Love is a function of your values and your priorities. I would argue the reason black men marry white women is because they wish they were white themselves.
All right, you heard it there from the great Dr. Umar Johnson. Before we went live, I had said that I don't think black men think that deep when it comes to dating white women. I mean, I agree with what Dr. Umar said, that once the relationship is over, once the black man passes away, whatever, now all of that wealth that he has accumulated is going to go over to the white woman in it. And I don't think she's going to have passed any of that money on to the black community. So that I do agree with. But when you first see a woman, and I can only speak for me, so I don't know if other men feel differently, but my first inclination to seeing a woman that I like is, wow, she's pretty. You know, it's not, oh my God, she's going to take my wealth. I mean, is that the way we're supposed to start thinking? Is that what Dr. Umar is trying to get us to do? That when you see a woman, if you're attracted to her and she's white, you got to now move your focus over to a black woman. Even though you're attracted to her, you can't, you got to stay on code, I guess, as they say, stay on code. Remember, we're in the struggle. We're in the struggle. So we have to fight the power, I guess. And resist, no matter how it, you know. That's
that
let me say this, man. Let me say this. Coming from a guy who is engaged to a beautiful woman of color right now, who's been married twice already to women of color. So I'm basically going to be on my third wife of color once Patricia and I marry, right? But yeah. I've also dated a bevy of white women in my past. I know you and I never went into a relationship like Carl said. You see a white woman, you just go, that woman's pretty. That's what you say when you see a woman. You go, oh, that woman's pretty. She can be Asian, she can be Hispanic or whatever. She's pretty. That's what, or she can just be an African American woman, sister, whatever. You just say that woman's pretty, and that's the first thing most men look at.
Y'all not thinking about that.
Most men look at physical beauty first before they look at start thinking about all the other stuff. Now, I also have to say it's all about circles also. And I think I said this on the show months ago. When I first started dating women, a lot of the girls that I dated early on, when I first started dating, were white, because those were the women that were in my circle, because I was always a shy kid anyway when it came to women. But I met most of the girls as a stand-up comedian back in the 80s. I was working, my job was in comedy clubs, and all the patrons that come to comedy club were white women. Now you got black people that come to comedy club.
So your surroundings.
Before Def Comedy Jam, before the Def Comedy Jam boom, Black people didn't come to comedy clubs. It was just basically white people at comedy clubs in the 80s, you know. So yeah, when Def Jam popped on in the 90s, things changed and black people started coming out to comedy clubs to see black comedians. But before that, black comedians were just performing basically in front of white audiences because that's all that was at the comedy club. So yeah, when I get off stage and you know my chest is all out because I'm Kevin Lee, the comedian, and yeah, there in the audience were white girls for me to flirt with because that was basically all that was in the club, and that's why early on
Looking at that black
in my
meat.
early 20s, I dated so much white women. But I never looked at a white girl and go, "Man, I'm gonna be rich and famous one day, and she's gonna
She
get all
gonna
my
take
wealth."
my money.
You don't think like that. And that's not the way you think. You know, you don't go into a relationship going. I mean, you think that about black women too. If you think that way, you don't think any woman is gonna take your wealth, no matter what her color is. If you're wealthy and that's how you feel, you know what I'm saying. So if that's your mentality, if you got a bunch of money, anybody gonna take your money. It ain't gotta be a white woman. It can be a black woman. You
So you
know.
saying
So
subconsciously y'all don't think like that. It's not like y'all saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get with this woman and she's gonna do this and do that." I
yeah, I had to
get
push
that.
back on Dr. Umar on that one. What the first part of his content was correct, as far as people like I don't know, I'm not in Vanessa Williams, Vanessa Bryant's, I'm sorry, circle, so I don't know what she does with her money, and neither does Umar, for a matter of fact.
Mhm.
For her defense, we don't know what that woman's investing her money in. You know, she might be doing stuff for black people in Kobe's name. We don't know. We're not in her bank
Well,
account.
I
We're
like
not
to
in.
know stuff like that.
But I don't know if people always come public with what they do. We didn't find out until after Prince passed away a lot of the things that he did for the black community. He did a lot of stuff financially for the black community that didn't come out till after his passing.
Hmm.
And people start coming out going, well, Prince did this and Prince did that. And a lot of people were like, really? We know Prince did that. Because the brother didn't brag about what he did for people. Because some
Right.
people work in silence, you know.
Hmm.
Some people work for credentials and they want those applause, you know. Yeah, I just donated $20,000 to black kids in Brooklyn. Yay, Kevin Lee just donated 20 million. Yeah, he's a big everybody liking me and all that sort of stuff. Some people just donate that $25,000 and don't say nothing. So we don't know what Miss Bryant is doing. Rest in peace, Kobe. And
But
we just don't,
I
we
don't.
don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, but I don't know. I need to see evidence. I'm that type of person. I need to see evidence.
Nobody owes us that though. That's what
No, no,
Dr.
you're right.
Umar.
Nobody
That's what
owes us
Dr.
that,
Umar
but
don't
it's
seem to
good when you.
understand. That here's a perfect example, Tiffany. We don't know what the hell Dr. Umar doing with his money. We don't even know
Well,
what he's
listen,
worth.
I
I don't know.
have been
I don't know the
to.
brother's net worth. I don't, and I ain't got nothing against him. I'm a fan of his work. I'm a fan. You know, I watch him on TikTok basically 7 days a week.
Mhm,
I agree with 98% of the shit he says.
mhm,
You know, but I don't know where his money goes. I don't know what his net worth is either. I know
mhm.
he's trying to build a school or he's built a school,
Yeah,
you
in
know,
Delaware or something like
from
that. Yeah.
donations and stuff like that. God bless the brother, man. If he's doing the right thing and you know his heart is into helping black people, I ain't mad at him, man. But you can't move the black agenda forward by criticizing every other black person. Dr. Umar, here's my beef with him. And like I said, I watch him do 7 days a week. He spends more energy criticizing black people than he do white people. You know.
That's his topic is black people. He's not worried about white people. We shouldn't be worried about them. We need to be worried about ourselves anyway. So I don't have a problem with him talking about us and dealing with our issues. He talk about every stuff that we be talking about.
Exactly,
So
but we have constructive criticism for everybody.
right.
Constructive criticism and criticizing is two different things. And facts, like for example, and I think we covered this on last week's show. He came out against rappers. 50 years, rappers been in this business. Rap's been around for 50 years, and there's no banks been built, and there's no schools been built.
Yeah,
But
it's
then I
true.
listened to the Karen Hunter show. And Karen Hunter is a very popular show that comes on Urban View, and she had a gentleman on that broke down a lot of stuff that happens in the black community from rap artists, and he named the art. He had receipts. So my point is, he had receipts of artists that put money into the black community in many different levels. So my point is you have to do your homework. If you don't do your homework, and you're as popular as a guy like Dr. Umar, who has thousands and millions of followers probably, and he says that, then that means the brother hasn't really done his homework, because I just listened to somebody that has millions of listeners also, who had on some experts who debunked what he said, because that brother bought receipts.
Listen,
We're
if you
talking about
have
what black
receipts,
people have
bring
done.
them.
And he has them, and I'll
But
bring that interview to our attention so we can,
yeah,
y'all two can listen to it
but
in your
also you got to
convenience.
remember we're in an era of visual. So if you are a person that have ends to be able to help your community or help black people, you should do it. And I should know that you're doing it. I'm sorry, we don't have our own hospitals.
We don't.
We don't have our own supermarkets. I haven't seen our own supermarkets or a franchise of our own supermarkets. This is the things that needs to be dealt with.
Correct.
All right, Carl, you want me to get into the black white relationship?
So, well, let me say this first. I don't know what Dr. Umar is trying to get black men to just shift the way we think. Okay, I don't know if that's his. I'm actually going to see him next Thursday. Hopefully, I can get him to come on the show. But like Kevin and I said, when I see a woman, my first, of course, she's white or Chinese or whatever, but any man first, wow, she's pretty, So I don't know if he's trying to get us to shift the way we think. Okay, when you see a pretty white woman, don't get too involved. I don't know if that's what he's trying to don't. So if that's what he wants us to do, not to get too involved when you see a pretty woman who's not black. Focus on black. Keep telling yourself black, 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 black. Train yourself. This is seriously. He wants you to train yourself to only, date black women. And I'll be honest, I've when I have spoken to white women and then we're getting along, and I always I skip to sitting at, for some reason I always go to the Thanksgiving table. Would I be comfortable sitting at a Thanksgiving table and there's a high possibility I'm going to be the only black person there? There's a very high possibility if you're dating a white woman and you sit. Would I be comfortable sitting there? And I know me, I'll be sitting there thinking, half these motherfuckers don't even like me, but they're smiling. And am I going to be comfortable? I want to be comfortable. I want to be in a family where, and this is 100% honest, I want to be in a family where I feel comfortable. And I know for a fact I'm only going to get that comfort if I'm with a black family. I know that 100%. There's not going to be any, I'm not going to be thinking.
That depends, man. That depends, Carl, on the person in the family. That's all. It's not. My mother was married to a white man, as white as you can get. My dad's black, by the way. My dad is black. And my stepdad is black. My mom's been, my mom's current husband now is black, but she was married to a white man, and he was an amazing person. He was a great person.
That's nice.
And he spent many Christmas and birthdays and cookouts being the only white man in an all black environment.
He probably was so happy.
You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways, but my family welcomed him,
Black people are welcome.
His family, he had grown kids, that we were like the Brady Bunch. So they were, basically my stepbrothers and sisters, so I mean, it works if you want to do work, it's not it's an individual thing. We were raised that way. My mom didn't raise us. My mom raised us colorblind. We weren't raised to even worry about shit like that, man. We just weren't raised that way. And we were raised in an all black neighborhood, an all black environment. But when I brought my first white girlfriend home, my mom welcomed her with open arms,
But that's black people, right? Black people, we have a history of welcoming everyone.
Yeah, because I was about to say my mother never raised us to hate or dislike any culture, any background. I didn't start learning about different cultures and backgrounds. So I got older and I started getting educated, you know. So I really, how can I say, my sister is mixed, you know, her children, they date, you know, white women, and they all know me. I'm Auntie Tiffany. I don't keep, you know, I keep it real with them. Only one white woman stayed in my house, and that's my nephew's girlfriend. I ain't never had no white woman in my house. She can come to the cookout. Mary can come to the cookout, you know, because she's been in my nephew's life for a long time. So I listen, love is love. But I do understand, this is not the first time I heard this topic before. Minister Louis Farrakhan actually said that, especially dealing with celebrities and basketball players, artists, anybody of Black people that have money, and you see the men that marry white women or women that's not Black. You understand? So that's what he was saying. If anything happened to you, your wealth is not going back to a Black woman. It's going right back into the white, or to a white woman, back into the white system. That's the mentality that it's saying. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm never, knock on wood, I never look at a white man to date. It's nothing like a Black man. I love my Black man. So I don't see him as a dating material because of the history I know, and he will never know my walks of life. So for my nephews or whoever they date, I tell them date who you want, but also know that the other culture don't know us like you do. You understand? But that's your choice. Just know 60 years ago, you would be hung if you even looked at a white woman. You understand? This is how deep the history go. We lost a little boy, Emmett Till, that started the civil rights era because they said that he looked at a white woman. You understand? So a lot of us are scared for our young men. We feel like, you know, it's not that we don't want them to date. We just be scared for them because they be judged if they date a white woman. You understand what I'm saying? Or you have cops that, you know, is mad, or what, you know, it could be anything that you are a target because you dated a white person. You understand? So it's just so many things. Just know when you dating someone of another culture, of another background, just know that it's possibilities that it's going to have its ups and its downs. You understand?
I mean, some of our people that we celebrate, like Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier and James Earl Jones, some of the, you know, great Black people that we celebrate. Some people, Sammy Davis Jr., people that were really heavy into the civil rights era and helping Dr. King and march with Dr. King and put their money where their mouth was, were married to white women also, you know. So I don't know, you know, I just wanted to point that out.
That's still, like I said, you know, I'm not into, you know, that's not, I feel like love is love. Whoever, if they can be able to complete you and they understand your walk of life, so be it. But I don't think a white man would never understand my Black man or a Black woman, you know, walk of life. Like, that's just like going to a psychiatrist and having a white psychiatrist and you telling them about your problems, your Black issues. I don't think they understand our Black issues. You are the issue. Not you per se. I'm just saying the facade of you, the white, is the issue. You understand, of what we go through systematically in this world today. You know, we go through so much racism, and we wish that we can be able to date this one and this one, but we got too much history, and too many Black men lost their life from dating a white woman.
But let me play a bit of devil's advocate here, Tiffany. If maybe if you get with a white man, then they can understand what we deal with. But if we right, I mean, right, if you're saying they don't understand, if we don't get into relationship with, if we don't interact, we don't date each other, how would they understand us if you know what I mean? If they're not.
I'm not doing it. They don't smell like a Black man. I'm sorry.
Smell.
So if we keep shutting them out and don't mess with them, they would never understand.
It's a lot of mulattoes out there. They can mix with, like Tia. I think Tia and Tamara. One of them is they both are mixed, and one was upset because people kept getting on her because of her white husband. And I'm saying, why are you mad? You mixed. You supposed to have anybody you want. You can have a Black or a white. You're mixed. You know, if you have it in you, enjoy it. I want you. Love is love. But for me, no, I'm not.
So why were people getting on her about her white husband?
Oh, they was getting on her, like calling her all different type of names because she went on her show and she talked about it. And I actually went on and was like, sis, you are a sister that your father's white, your mother's black. Why are you sitting over here worrying about people talking about who you married? So what? That's your husband. That's why I think people do too much going up there worrying about what everybody else feels and think about their relationships and who they date. Whoever you love, that's whoever you love. That's it.
But for you, Tiffany, it's just too much bad history for you.
Yeah, it's too much bad history. I know my history. You know, my father was black. You know, my uncles, my brother. You know, I don't see them as a mate for me.
Back to Kobe Bryant. Because I want to make a point. First of all, nobody knew that Kobe was going to tragically die in a helicopter crash, right? So let's say the brother didn't pass away. There's still no guarantee that he was going to put his money into the black community. Dr. Umar.
No, I don't.
I'm just saying, right? We don't know what Kobe was doing with his money. He might have been the most generous brother in the world to black people. We don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Kobe spent his money on other than helicopters and fancy cars and some nice homes.
Listen.
But yeah, but I'm just saying, we don't know what these people do with their money, so we can't judge them. We just don't know what they do with their money, you know. So, so I think Dr. Umar is wrong about that. As far as you know, Kobe wasn't planning on dying at an early age, so we don't know his money belongs to the woman he married, and she's not a white woman, by the way. You know, so she's a Hispanic, right? She's not white.
Listen, you know what he was talking about.
Well, Dr. Umar thinks that everybody that you date is supposed to be Tracy Chapman, I guess, you know, or he's not happy, you know. So
You is
which is
ridiculous. Not that.
it is that serious. Yeah, everybody, you know,
Yeah.
it is that serious, Tiff.
Every woman you date that have to come from the Congo.
Yeah, basically. Has anybody ever seen Dr. Umar's girlfriend or wife or wives? Because I understand he has several.
No, he hasn't really
Everybody seen these women.
No relationship, but they not white.
I've just never seen the brother of a woman. I don't know what's going on.
He's not white. But...
Highly favored. Hey, what's up, highly favored on YouTube says, I agree with the title, and yes, meaning yes, when black men go with white women, they're giving away black wealth. So
look at what's his name? What's his name? Switch, the dancer.
Yes.
You know, like that right there. I wondered, like, what happened with him that he felt like he couldn't take it, or like, I mean, he had a wife, he had a children, he couldn't talk to her. What was going on? And now he's gone, and his money, I hope, go right to his children, you know, because they are black children. But I thought about that. I was like, but she didn't understand him. Like, she didn't talk to him. What was going on? Something was going on in the relationship. Like, why would he just take his life like that? You know, so I think about things like that. But also, we got to think about the children, too. You have a lot of children that are mixed, but they don't know where to fit at. And that is an issue also that a lot of people don't talk about.
Tiff, in show business, sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do to get to certain levels, and then you have those demons eating at you forever.
No, I believe that.
And sometimes alcohol and drugs can get rid of those demons. Mm-hmm. Why do you think so many successful people in Hollywood, are on drugs and or have crazy sexual appetites and habits and things like that, and do all sorts of crazy stuff? You know, because all the crazy stuff that they had to do to get these multi-million-dollar contracts, and
you're right.
And I mean, there's women who can't outsing the woman in the church choir, right? But that woman has a multi-million-dollar contract and albums and CDs dropping all the time, and tours happening, and you're like, well, damn, she don't sing that good. There's a girl in my mom's church that can blow better than her. Yeah, but the girl in mom's church ain't out in LA going up to everybody's apartment building on the 5th floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's a lot that goes into Hollywood
being
success,
a celebrity, right?
Being a celebrity, other than just talent. It's not always. mega talent. And sometimes you're doing things, the brother that killed himself, the dancer, what was the name switch? I think he has some demons. That's just my personal opinion, like we said
Right.
at the beginning of the
Now
show.
you're
It's
right. He
our
could have had
opinion.
his own demon,
I think he
but
has some demons he had to deal with that he couldn't deal with. That's what I think. And I'm sorry he had to take his life, but that's just my personal opinion. What the hell I know? But I just think he had some demons he couldn't deal with.
right.
And sometimes you got to pay the price at the end of the day for that success. You know.
So Donna Haggard is asking if it's the same when a rich white man marries a black woman. Is he giving away the wealth? I'm sure the white people on his side of the family feel the same way.
Oh yeah, they mad as hell. What's his name? The one that did Star Wars. He's married to a black woman.
George
She
Lucas.
hit the lotto.
But she's the CEO. She got
I'm money
sure
too.
she got money.
Quite as kept. Rob De Niro is married to a black woman,
Oh, not no more. They divorced.
but they got several kids
Yes, they
together,
do.
right? They got about 3 or 4 kids together.
Yes,
Rob
they
De Niro has
Adult
been on black
children.
women forever. He's been dating black
Because
women.
black is sweet.
Yeah, he's been dating black women since as long as you go back. Robert De Niro has had black wives and plenty of black kids and black grandchildren, or mulatto, as you want to call them. I guess that's what happens when you. Yeah, so I mean, the one that the grandson that just committed suicide or died of a drug overdose. I think Robert De Niro lost his grandson like 4 months ago of a drug overdose. Drug overdose in New York City. But that kid, you see a picture of him. He was mixed. You could tell he was mixed. But yeah.
So that's you see how we was just talking. You have a lot of them, and I have been around that they have identity crisis trying to fit in, and that's all about the system too, because you have so much colorism going on. You understand in this world, but you already know once you got black in you, you are black. So to my light skinned brothers and sisters, we love you. We love you. We love you, Cat.
Man, I'm representing all red bones. What's up?
Happy birthday.
That's right. Red bones live.
Yes. Shout out to my sister, her licensed self. I love you, Pookie.
Me, Elder Barge, and who else? And
you should have heard my sister. She said, you can't talk too hard about this topic. Your nephew's got white girlfriends. I said, all right. I give them a pass.
There's no meanness to our show. I mean,
no, it's no meanness.
So let me ask you a question.
Opinion.
Let me ask you a question about your nephew. So he dates white women. Now, does he seek them, or he just meet them at his high school or school or
I think it
job?
was their surrounding area.
That's what I said earlier in the show. Your surrounding,
area. They from down south. And that's so bug being down south dating white women.
Well, interracial. That's because interracial dating is always heavy in places where they were told back in the day not to stay away from black men. I was just telling this story the other day to somebody that like my daughter lives in Maryland, a part of Maryland. Back in the day when we grew up, Hagerstown, Maryland was an all white area, and we wouldn't want to go there because it's just a redneck white area. Now you go to Hagerstown, Maryland, and it's like, it's like the interracial capital of the world, because all those racist white people from the 80s who told all their black kids to stay away from black men, the black girls stay away from black men, actually went up, taboo. They wouldn't mess with black men anyway. Now, you go to Hagerstown now, all you see is these interracial couples everywhere. You go, what? When I was back in the 80s, man, we wouldn't go nowhere near Hagerstown because it was all rednecks there who hated our black asses.
Listen, like we just said, almost 50, 60 years ago, you would be hung for even looking at a white woman. So, we remember a lot of us as black women, we be scared for our black men. Think about it. It's a mental thing.
So basically, when you see a white person or a person from another race that you're attracted to, if they're not black, you got to remember your history and just move it and just keep it.
I disagree with that.
I don't think that some people don't even know their history like that. They don't know what's going on.
But I'm saying that's the message. I mean, if Dr. Umar is saying, if he's saying we're giving away our wealth,
that's for celebrities now.
I would like Dr. Umar. I would like Dr. Umar to give the statistics to the divorce rate of black on black marriages and see how high it is.
Put
So
the
I mean,
LGBT in there too, because
so
I heard their rate and divorces is up.
so black couples will stick with heterosexuals right now, Tiff. No, so black couples is they still get high divorce rate, right? Like just like everybody else. I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure it's just as high as anybody else in this country, right?
Mhm.
So Dr. Umar is basically saying marry a black woman. I mean,
regardless.
it's no
A
guarantee.
good black woman,
There's no
a healthy
guarantee.
one.
There's no guarantee that that's going to be a success either, right?
No,
Tiff, have you ever
but
been married?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Like I said, I will be on my third marriage if I marry again.
Why?
I'll be on my third marriage.
so I've said this on the show before. Black people need the most help, right? We are killed the most by police, right? We are not hired the most, right? We don't get jobs just because you're black. If your name sounds black, you don't get the job. You go to get a car, you got to pay higher interest rate just because you're black. I'm not just pulling this shit out the air. This is true.
No, it's
You go
real
get a
talk.
mortgage for a house, you pay higher rate, a higher interest rate. You want to get your house appraised, Kevin knows, and I know. If your house looks too black, you get a lower appraisal.
Mhm.
You know, so with all of this going on, I'm just speculating. I'm trying to think for Dr. Umar. He's saying we are at the bottom, so we need as much help as possible. So when we go and we marry white women, or we get with other people from other races, and if we have some wealth, and then something happens to us, that money goes to another race. So we got to focus on black. I don't know if there's going to come a time in life where it would be okay to date white women or okay to date women from another race. But
I think cats like Shaquille O'Neal, Carl and Tiff. Shaquille O'Neal is a perfect example. One of the most generous millionaires in our country. The guy's always spending money, helping people, doing things,
Yeah.
giving out money, going into restaurants, dropping 50 grand at Walmart, paying for everybody's gifts. I mean, he's always doing something because he got it like that, right? I don't think who he's giving it to in the bedroom would change who he is. Now, he's not building a school to my knowledge. He's not building a hospital to my knowledge. From what I understand, he's trying to team up with LeBron James to buy a basketball team, so from Las Vegas franchise. All right, that's what millionaires do. They think of business things, right?
LeBron James got a black wife.
Yes, he does. And so does Shaquille O'Neal. Well, I don't know. He's not married
No,
right now.
not no more.
I'm laughing because a guy named Rusty Grayskull on YouTube says our video is racist. Obviously have not watched. Go back and watch from the beginning, and go back and watch some of our other videos on YouTube before you say that we're just this is just another racist video dividing the country.
We're just talking, having a conversation. Why?
You know what it is? It's the title. Are black men giving away black wealth when they marry white women? So obviously they're expecting. I doubt he's watching 10 minutes of this video or
Yeah.
5. So before you say this is a racist video, I'm not even gonna. Just go watch from the
Yeah,
beginning.
go watch it. And again, we not saying all. It's a percentage, and I done saw it done many times. A couple of us done saw it done, but yeah, it happens. Sometimes it happens, sometimes not. People marry for love, and I get it, But we're just talking about a topic that people really talk about, because are you giving back? That's my main thing.
Let me read exactly what Rusty says. Rusty Grayskull, what's up, Rusty? I can already tell this is just another racist video, as if the country isn't divided enough. Now we're supposed to stay with our own race, and this is why other countries laugh at us.
Wait.
I guess he missed the part. I think I missed the part where I said I dated white women, right?
You see that the Jews do not mix. They don't mix. You know that, right? That some of the Asians do not mix. Some of the Spanish people, they do not mix. You have people that don't want their family to mix. It be like the black sheeps that come out and be like, you know what? I'm dating somebody else from another culture. But yeah, they are strict on their cultures. But as soon as we say something, it's a problem. I'm not telling my nephews not or who not to date, but I'm saying choose wisely. And also know that dating somebody of other cultures comes with different consequences. It comes with different learning. You understand? You're gonna learn something. People have two different backgrounds. That's it. If you can
Tiff,
handle it, do it.
Tiff, you're 100% right. You're 100% right what you just said, Tiff.
Highly
100%
favored
right.
women are being abandoned.
Huh?
Highly favored, one of our YouTube subscribers says Black women are being abandoned. I don't know.
Because we are here.
You think if you put a group of Black women and white women in a club somewhere and just has some hidden cameras and see who the Black men approach, do you think the Black men would specifically avoid the Black women and just zoom in on the white women? Is that what's happening? I mean, if that's what's happening, then I absolutely have a problem with that. If you're going to be in a space where there's Black and white women, and you're just gonna, I remember Damon Wayans did in one of his specials. He did a joke about how Black men meet white women at the Special Olympics or something like that. You know,
it's a mentality too, because you are here. Some of the men, because I asked, I'm nosy. Why did you choose her? They was like, because she spoke to me. Black girls didn't talk to me. You understand what I'm saying? I done heard that saying before, but a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't go up and say hello or something.
Tell me if you agree with this guy.
Black people have the worst customer service in the motherfucking world. And you can say that you don't agree with that because I'm gonna fuck why. If we get our customer service better, we'll make more business. Bottom line. So you can say whatever you want.
When you go to the Chinese restaurant, they nice to you. Hey Ray, how you doing today? No, they just as mean.
Hey, the reason why I don't spend with Black establishments like that, because they got fucked up attitudes. They don't give you a smile. They don't even say hello, how you doing, man? I take your order. But I'm supposed to keep spending with them because they look like me? Fuck that. The rich are the people that are gonna rise to the top, the people that understand what it takes to win. Not the people that feel like you should let me win because they let them win. That's not how you win. My thing is a Black man that has made millions of dollars and want to see other Black people make millions of dollars. I know the one thing that's the difference is the fucking attitude. That's why I yell, because the attitude is the difference. If you fix your attitude, everything else will follow. But you think, well, they ain't got to fix their attitude. Well, we ain't them. We ain't them. Because if we was them, we would be where they are. We are us. And the thing that's holding us back is we don't treat each other with respect. So I'm trying to teach you how to get to a certain place, and you don't want to accept that you got to change your motherfucking attitude if you do. And instead of change your attitude, you want to bring up what Asians do. I don't know if the motherfucker is smiling by the way they talking. I don't know their culture. I know our culture, and I know our culture. Black women have bad attitudes, and so do a lot of Black people. And my thing is that we want to make money, then fix your motherfucking attitude. Or you'll be off and you'll see another motherfucker that's smiling. They'll be like, they only picked her because she's white. No, we picked her because she smiled.
Do we have attitudes? Black people in general and Black women, Black men, do we have attitudes?
I don't think it's the attitude thing. I think that when you are in a business, you're supposed to train your workers how to be pleasant to your clients or whoever come spend money with you. Every business that I have ever worked in, the customer service sucked because the management sucked. And that's sad. They don't have meetings. They don't communicate with each other. It's no talking. It's nothing. So when people do come in and want to spend money, you got these old miserable people back here that don't have proper management. So I get what he's saying. We need to have better management. They need to have people that come in there to teach people how to be people persons, that how to talk and communicate. You will see your business go up just for a smile. Okay, I could not be in a lot of businesses because I'm outgoing. I smile, I greet you. A lot of people that I work for, they didn't like that because they didn't have that attitude and they didn't understand why clients was coming towards me, because you have to be pleasing when people spending their money.
So highly favored says Black men are supposed to approach women, She said, men are supposed to approach the women. But everything is backwards now. I don't know that. I mean, that's back. I know a lot of men, self included. I would not walk up to a strange woman and try to talk to her. No way I'm doing that.
Are you serious? Well, you was married for a long time.
But even now, I would not approach.
So you wait for the woman to come to you. So you like an aggressive
mean,
woman, huh?
Not really, but I mean like women look at you funny, you're you know what's wrong, you know what I mean, like and it's just not, there's a lot of men who are like they're not, you know, making the first move towards women because they're sexually assaulting me. What are you looking at? You know what I mean? Like women say they've been sexually assaulted just from the way a guy's looking at her, just from looking. You know what I mean? So
No, that's I understand you got to be careful, but a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you like somebody, you're supposed to go over and say, you know, are you available? Do you have a partner? It's just those few little questions, and they can tell you yes or no. And if they like you, they like you. But you
No
can't
is the
be
problem.
scared,
most
huh?
most men, no is the problem. Most men can't handle rejection, so they're not going to
So
make that
that's
first
what
step.
it is.
Yeah, they can't. They're not going to make that first step because they're afraid of being rejected. Rejection hurts. Rejection. Most men have an ego.
So
So
we have to
going up to a
teach.
beautiful lady, going to a
Tiffany,
beautiful lady and talking to her. Yeah.
Tiffany, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be 60 next year.
Oh, go call.
When I was 14, I went to a party. I went to a house party,
Mhm.
and it was this girl that was standing in the corner dancing by herself. All her friends wanted to dance for a dance, and she was standing in the corner dancing. Just you know how women stand. You know, you stand and you dance. So I walked my dumb ass. He knows what happened. All the way across the dance floor, all the way over there. She's dancing. Excuse me, would you like to dance? She looked at me, looked at my shoes, came up to my ankles, all the way up my knees, top of my head, looked back down, kept on dancing, didn't even look at me and said, nope. So I had to obviously walk all the way back, cross
That's a
the
long
dance.
walk.
Oh my God.
Oh, please,
To
Carl,
this day, Tiffany, even talking about this, after that, I said I would never, ever, ever, ever talk to another woman first ever again. Every girlfriend I've ever had, we started out being friends. It was like a group thing, like like groups of friends, and then you kind of, you learn, it was. But I have never after that night, never in my life.
Carl, you traumatized. You got traumatized by that.
Oh, well, I went through the same thing, Carl. Carl, I feel your pain.
So
I
that's
feel your
probably why I'm
pain.
single, because no men don't want to come up to talk to me or say anything to me because they're intimidated or they too scared. I want a strong man. Women like men with strength to at least come up and say something. Now, the thing with her that she did that to you, first of all, this is why I teach people. You have to teach your children and your young people about rejection. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to want to be with you. You're not going to have every job. You have to brush it off. And we see you didn't brush it off. She just probably didn't like your style, and that was it. And you walk away. You could get better. But come on, Carl. I feel bad for you, Carl.
But I'm saying it hurt, and I say I don't ever want to experience that ever again, ever. So I am not. There's not. If any woman ever said that they was sexually assaulted by me, you can swear on a.
And we know you ain't do it because you ain't even go near them.
Hey, Carl, I'm gonna give you some man-to-man advice.
Yeah.
If you see Janet Jackson, ask her out. If she says no, then just deal with it.
That's it.
You can't not ask Janet Jackson out. All thing you can say is no.
You gotta try. You gotta at least try. And let me tell you, some women like that. If you come over and you talk to me, and that's what we do, we look you up and down. Yes, we look you up and down. Because we know within 5 minutes, women know if we like you, if we want you to touch us. You understand? We just hope that you don't say nothing stupid. Okay?
I'm like Carl.
Huh?
I'm just like Carl. I'm not approaching no woman.
And
scaredy cats.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, huh?
Basically.
Thank you.
Highly Favored also said something here very interesting. She said, "Black men don't like women with kinky hair." Have you found that, Tiffany?
Oh, look, when you see, I grabbed my hair like.
I disagree with that 100%
I was about to
also.
say I disagree
But
with
I've
that
heard a
too.
lot of black women say that black when their hair is straight. I have a friend. She knows she rocks an afro. She said when her hair is straight, she gets approached by more black men than when her hair is natural.
It might
Oh
look better.
well,
It might
she
look
don't have the right natural
might
hairstyle.
just look better. Yeah,
But
I
I
think a
get
woman with
mad at
afro
me for
is a
my
pretty.
curly hair. The
Because
men love it.
everybody can't wear certain looks. Like
Right, right. It probably wasn't
everybody
a good
can't
look.
wear a short haircut like Toni Braxton or Halle Berry. Some women cut their hair like that and it's over. You know what I'm saying? But some women can get away with that.
Right.
Everybody can't wear an afro.
Yeah, that's why I
You
said
know,
this. It probably was the style, but I never have a problem. Men love the curly natural hair, But a lot of men. I'm gonna be a public service announcement. Men don't like all that makeup and crazy stuff and eyelashes and eyebrow. Vagina don't have that stuff. It's just a box. You understand what I'm saying? Is y'all not looking at that? Y'all not looking at. Let's see if it's eyelashes on the vagina. Y'all not looking for that. You understand what I'm saying? So men is not into all of that. They are into really looking at women that are naturally beautiful. Now, if you have men that do like all that extraness, or they really don't care, but all the men I know, they like natural.
if you got eyelashes on your vagina, call me.
You're ridiculous.
I want to see.
Somebody told me to brush it off. Somebody told me brush it off, and I guess kind of you're a man handle rejection, but that one girl, and I can see her face.
She just wasn't into you. You moved on to the next one. She probably wasn't even cute, Carl.
Well,
now you look bad.
Yeah, but
I just didn't want to deal with that again. That feeling
of somebody not wanting you.
Well, yeah. Of you know what I mean? Like, I didn't. Just you're dancing. You're dancing by yourself. And it wasn't a slow dance. You know what I mean?
And I thought that would have been cute. You came up and you was like, you want to dance. I thought that was nice. But it was something. You wasn't probably just her type. And don't get it twisted. Us people,
you got to be a type to dance.
I'm telling you, if you got to be, I'm not just dancing with anybody. I got to look at you, be like, yo, okay, I can see you. I look at your hands because I don't want your dirty fingers touching me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I look at but remember, women look at all of those details. We have to be turned on to be like, oh, you want to dance with me? All right, let's go. And then I'm the type of person, some people say I'm too aggressive. If I see a nice guy that I like, I might give him the look, like, I like you, you cute, and it's his choice if he want to say something to me or not, so.
Okay.
But how about men with fedoras and glasses?
First of all, I told you, where's my co-wife at?
She watching probably. Hey, let me ask you a question. Speaking of, getting back to the subject of the money and the wealth thing real quickly.
Yeah.
Bob Johnson, for example, comes to mind, right? Bob Johnson, billionaire, African American man. I think he married a black woman, right? Married a black woman. He has a couple of sons, to my knowledge, right? So he has kids. So that money, when he passes away, he's probably in his late 70s or 80s or something right now, right? I don't know what Bob Johnson's age is, but when he passes away, that money goes to his wife and obviously maybe to his kids. Do we consider that money to stay in the community? Because to my knowledge, Bob Johnson ain't doing a damn thing for black people.
No, we're talking about the wealth.
So that wealth that Bob Johnson has,
it's going to his children. That's black wealth.
They ain't doing nothing for black people either.
Listen, that's their choice. We just say if it's keeping it in the family, that's our problem. We're not used to that. We're not used to generational wealth.
It's okay to keep the wealth in the family. You're saying,
yeah, keep the wealth
even though you're not doing nothing for the community. So Dr. Umar is saying that black men with money like Kobe and a few other examples, when they pass away, these white women are going to take that money and spend it in the white community. They're not giving it to black people. And I'm telling you, there's probably examples of black people
that's not doing anything for black people.
That got wealth, that's not doing anything for black people. Is that okay?
No.
Also, I mean, what's the difference?
No, I get what you're saying, but I think Umar just wants, if you're gonna do it, be with a black woman and keep the money in the what's. I understand it. Keep it with the black family. Now, if you want to help the community, that's your choice. If you don't want to help the community, that's on you too. But I would think that if I had money, if we had money, what we would do, we would try to help the community or do something to contribute to building the community. You understand? Because you can't help everybody. We all know that right now. You know, we all can't help everybody. So I just think that he just feel like keep it in the family, keep it with black people. And I'm just thinking that's what he's thinking, you know, instead of giving it to the white sister and she is giving it right back into the white wealth. That's what I think he's thinking. So
Okay. Just curious. Rob Johnson.
yeah, he
So
call it bunny syndrome, right? He call it the white bunny syndrome.
Oh yeah, the bunny hopping. He calls it bunny hopping.
That's funny.
Would there ever come a day
I'm
when
mad
it's
at him.
okay? Will you think there ever be a day when it's okay to date whoever you want? You think?
It's already a day that you can date whoever you want.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, you know, when everyone would say, "Okay, black people and everybody, we're all."
No, not
That's not
with
going to happen because you're always going to have a Dr. Umar who
Oh, stop. What about the
preaches.
systematic racism?
Oh, well, that too.
It's not only
It
Umar.
goes
We
on.
can't
It
put this
goes.
all on Umar.
No, I'm not, but it's not helping the situation either. Yeah, because you got rednecks who don't want to see interracial couple, and there's more heat from white people on interracial dating than Dr. Umar ever would put out. You're absolutely right, but it's not helping the situation. Because his argument is keep the wealth in the community, and my argument is
Wealth in the family.
rich black men. Those who want to help are going to help, and those who don't want to help ain't going to help. There's the ones who don't want to help going to have 50 cars in the garage, and a couple of mansions, and they can only sleep at one at a time. They can only drive one car at a time, but they're going to have 20 cars.
Well, listen,
You
they
know,
have to deal with Judgment Day on their own.
but that time it's too late.
Before we close out this segment, we do have to admit that black men, especially successful black men, date more white women than any other group, right? We do have to admit that.
Yes.
I do agree. Yes,
And
and that goes back to the circle. That goes back to the circle again. This goes back to the circle thing
the
again.
circle, and they was doing a lot of promotion. You don't remember a couple of years ago, everything was interracial relationships. So I don't know what was the agenda. It's like they kept showing.
I saw there's a white cameraman on Soul Train. You think any of those white cameramen that was in that circle with all those black women, you think they ever dated any of those black women? White men seem to, no matter who they're surrounded by, they still find a way. They
get lucky if they get with a black sister. They get lucky. They know that if you ask a white man that like black women, they know that we don't check for them like that. Mostly women that check for them is women from the islands. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. A lot of women from the islands check for white men because they don't know really the history of them here in America. You understand what I'm saying? Because they was raping, pillaging, they was doing a lot of stuff. That's why I can't do it. I can't.
But I'm saying to Kevin's point that if you're doing in the entertainment field or you're around white women, I'm sure there are a lot of white men who their job they're around black women. Jackie Chan, he was probably around a lot of white women or black women, but they still find a way to marry.
It's still an attraction, man. Because like my comedian I worked with last week, my opening act last week was a white guy. It's the second time I worked with this dude. I worked with him out in Vegas back over the summer also. The same guy, nice guy. Name is John B. Comedian John B. John only dates black women. He hasn't been with a white woman since he came out of his mother. He says that on stage. His first girlfriend was 14, was black, and he ain't never looked back. And he dated nothing but sisters, and his kids are, mixed now because he's white and he has kids by black women. His daughter goes to college in New York City, matter of fact. But so he lives in Virginia. But yeah,
once you go black, you never go back. Ain't nothing like no black woman. That's why they probably like, why are y'all leaving these black women? We're beautiful. We
But
smell good, like
so I
cocoa
think it's just an
butter.
attraction thing, man.
Yeah, it is an attraction thing, and I think it's also a mental thing too, because you got certain black men that think that, oh, I get a white woman, I might get that edge to get a little bit closer to something. No, you still a black man, you still a nigga. They
I know
don't
a
care
lot of
if
white
you married.
comedians. I know a lot of
Period.
black comedians that date nothing. I know black comedians that married to white women, and I know a lot of black comedians. I'm talking dark skinned brothers, dark. What's these Snipes dark, and they ain't got nothing but white girls. I won't name no names, but just white girls, all white girls. That's all they date is white girls. I see them on Instagram. Nothing but white
So,
girls. That's what
so
they date.
that is a choice.
That's a
That
choice. Yeah, that's a choice. I think they
Yeah,
seek
you
that
have a
though. That's what
choice,
they're attracted to. That's what they're
and
attracted to.
that's
I don't
your
know why. I don't know
choice.
why that's
That's
what they're
your
attracted to.
choice.
But here's the deal. That's what you're attracted to. Like as Carl said earlier in the show, and I think I said the same thing. I look at women and I go, the physical attraction, they're attractive, you know. I don't go, oh, they're black and they're attractive or they're white or attractive. Or if I'm strolling through Instagram and I see a woman on Instagram, first thing I'm looking at is her face and her body, you know.
Hmm.
I don't even
Yeah,
go on
because
like
y'all visual.
yeah, with picture, I'll be like, oh man, that's the most attractive black woman I've ever seen in my life. Because I don't know what she is at that. You know, she's Spanish, she's Latino, she's Asian, she's black, she's Indian, or whatever. You know, we look at women for their beauty, not look at women just
Yeah,
because.
y'all don't be thinking about that because y'all visual. Y'all just thinking about pow pow
So that
bam.
goes back to my point. Is Dr. Umar saying we have to start thinking like that? No matter how attracted you are to a woman from another race, if you're a black man, you got to focus on black women, focus on moving our race ahead. You know what I mean? No matter how much you're attracted to her, remember you're black. Remember the black people need the most help. So we got to, so we got to focus on that. Because I'm sure there are white men who see black women. I mean, who have great relationships with black women. They get along fine. They connect on different kind of levels. But at the end of the day, that white man, his allegiance is still to the white woman, so he sticks with that. You know, he doesn't follow his heart. Oh, I'm so in love with her, but she's black. I don't care. I want her. No, he's like, oh man, she's great, but she's not white. So I'm gonna go back over here until I find somebody that's white. So that's what Dr. Umar wants us to do. He wants us to, right? That's his message. No matter how much you're attracted to the white woman, remember black women need you the most. And the black wealth need
No,
need
we do need our
right,
black men. You know,
right.
we do need y'all. You know, it's not like we like, having but we do need you. We love you. We do need you. But again, you gotta remember this era, a lot of people don't even know how to have relationships with each other. You understand? Or they never saw their mother and father have relationships, or they never saw a healthy relationship. So we pray that we can learn how to have relationships with each other, learn how to talk with each other, so we can become with each other and become union. Because it's nothing like black love for me, and it's nothing like black love. Because when you have a black family that is on point, your children is going to be on point, your legacy is going to be on point. But if you have toxic and chaos, any color, I don't care any color, you understand? It's going to be issues. But again, if you are dating interracial, just know that it comes with different ups and downs, and just be prepared for it. When you love somebody, nothing matters.
So hey, what's up?
Angelo said dating anybody that's fine.
Hey, Angelo. What happened? I missed it.
Angelo, I need to see a photo of your play dates.
Angelo dating nothing but fine women when he gets old enough.
That's right.
And that's TV. I'm on TV. You gotta go bye-bye till I have to get off TV, okay? Love you. Okay. Bye-bye. See you later when I get off TV. Okay. I know you're gonna date five women. I'm gonna want to introduce them.
Highly favored is saying, I think she's referring to black men, that they don't care that we need them selfish, that black men are selfish if you date outside your race.
Repeat that again?
Selfish, that if you date outside your race, you're selfish.
I don't know if that's true, highly favored, because I don't think. Look, I'm pro-black. You've been watching this show long enough to know. I mean, anybody who's been watching this show for more than 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, we've been around for a minute. I'm pro-black. but I've had interracial relationships. I love my black people. I fight for black people on this show every week. You
Right.
know, uh, I've done my homework. I've done my research. I listen to Urban View Radio 7 days a week. I'm all about the black cause and black people being uplifted. But that has nothing to do with who you fall in love with. And like I said, right now, the woman that I'm going to marry is black. The woman I was married to before her was black. My mama
And
black.
thank God.
My sister black. But it don't matter. I had no beef with the white women that I dated. They did nothing wrong to
Right.
me. We just didn't work out.
Right.
It didn't work
Right.
out. You know.
Right.
So I mean, you know, and I dated a white girl when I was probably 20, and her parents were racist. Her mother was racist. I dealt with the racist stuff, you know, but it was that whole racist thing. I've been through that, you know, where I dated a white girl and her family was racist and didn't
Those
want
are
us
the
together.
consequences.
And it happens on the outside too, because you
Yeah. You
bring
gotta
home
deal with
you bring
it.
home a white man, and you might get the same shit, right? So it's not just white people. I mean, black people. Some black people don't want to see you bring home a white man
I
if
told you
you're
I
a
only
black
had
woman.
one white person in my house. No, I had two people.
So Donna Haygood says, "What's up, Donna?" She says, "Love who you love, marry who you want."
Yes, marry who you want, long as y'all healthy and y'all together, you know, to each his own.
But the question is, are black men are we giving away black wealth? Are we giving away black
That's
wealth?
the
And that's
question.
dealing
That's
like
the question.
mostly celebrities, you know. I think he was dealing with that with more of celebrities
Yeah.
getting married to.
Yeah.
And then you got to do. Let's say this, and I because remember we on percentages. Most of those men, some of those men that marry these white women are also beards. If y'all all know what beards is, these men are sometimes gay. You understand? And they would rather be with, you know, have somebody to say like they got somebody and that's covering them up, and then the women are getting paid for it. So that has been documented also. So it's a percentage of all different reasons why you have black men or what black sisters that marry. It's all for it's a reason. It could be love, it could be opportunity, it could be I'm a step up if I get a white man, or a white man which you don't. You're still black.
Do you know
So you-
Divine Empress, Tiffany?
Huh, Divine Empress is my sister, my other sister.
Okay. I think she was asking if I'm from the Caribbean. Yes, I am from the Caribbean.
Yeah, my sister's, yeah, she's mixed. Yeah.
Okay.
She was the one that told me. She said, "You know, my children we have all mixed children."
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you're mixed. You're supposed to.
Yeah, but we're not saying anything. You know, we haven't said anything. We never say anything bad about either.
No, my sister, I love her. Sure.
No, you know, but you know, it's just black people. We are at the bottom. You know what I mean? And we get treated. You know what I mean? We get treated the worst in society. Immigrants come to this country and get treated better than the black people who were born here. You know. So Dr. Umar, his point of view, if what I'm saying it correctly, is that we need the most help. We don't have time to be building up other races. Let's focus on black people. Because I think I saw a video where they asked him about the war in Gaza between Israel and Palestine. Right. Whatever, he said, I don't care about that.
No, but he didn't say it like that. He said he has empathy and sympathy, which black people always do. He said, but we have our own black issues that we have to deal with over here. And it's true. We still is dealing with, they don't want to give us reparations. They don't want to pay us for any of our pain, what we've been through and what we still are going through right now. We are dealing with inflation right now. I can't go to the I went to the supermarket and bought 7 things and it came up to $95. That's too much.
I think today is Tina Turner's birthday, by the way. Shout out to
Happy birthday, Tina Turner.
You and Tina share a birthday. You and Tina share a birthday.
Yes. I thought it was just me and Tina until I found out Miss Brenda, Miss Pat, and some other people at my job share my birthday.
Awesome. So Tina Turner, speaking of Tina Turner, she was married to a black man, as we all know, and then she married a white man, and she passed away married to this white man. and her wealth, I believe, is now in his hands, right? So,
Oh yeah, but you want to hear
so
something? You ever saw his name is Gates, Henry Gates. He did her like her DNA, her genealogy and stuff.
yes,
Do
I
you
listen to
know
him.
that at least half of her I think at least 25-30% of her ancestors, her blood was from Europe. So
Really?
now you get why she went back to Europe and lived there and died there. So she had a
Wow.
lot of ancestors from Europe. So I'm
I
not
love Henry Gates. He
surprised.
does some good work, man. I love. See, we all might find out at the end of the day if we get that test done.
The
That we
DNA,
all
you
got
find
some
out.
DNA test done. We thought about doing it ourselves. That we might find
You should
out
do
that
your
we have.
mother's. You should do your mother's because they said it's better to do the oldest woman in your family because women hold the longest DNA history up to 60,000 years in history. You understand? Men don't carry that history as long back, but women do. So I always I did my mother's first before I did anybody, before I do myself. So you should do your mom's and then go on to do you because you have your father's line that you
Okay.
want to be able to find out about. I recommend that to anybody, but be careful because if any of your ancestors or family or friends did a crime, they're going to find your ass. You know how many people they got from that daggone DNA testing?
Yeah.
They got a lot of people from doing crimes and stuff like that. So, you better pray that none of your family members is doing any crimes, and also you better make sure your mother and father know that's your mother and your father, because people found out that their fathers wasn't their fathers and their mothers wasn't their mothers
Oh, I know my
from that
mother and father.
ancestry.com.
I'm
So
splitting it. I'm
beware.
splitting the image of both of them knuckleheads. So.
Oh, they got it on sale too for $49. I'm advertising for them. They got it on
Yeah,
sale
man.
for $49. So y'all better
They gotta
catch
put some
it.
money. They gotta put some money in the show for this advertising. Shit. They got sponsors.
Okay, they need
They
to.
got to sponsor this show. They'll get no free
Yes, we
advertising.
should write them too. You need to sponsor us.
No doubt.
So Scooby Doo I always call this guy Scooby Doo. It's Scooby D2. Scooby D2. I call him Scooby Doo. Scooby D2 says happy birthday to Kevin and Tiffany.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Anime. I
Mr.
guess he meant Tina Marie. Anime.
Appreciate that, Mr. Dew.
Thank you.
So we're going to wrap. Oh, we're going to talk a bit of are Black people shopping on. Did we shop on Black Friday?
No,
No.
wait, listen, I heard a lot of people didn't go in, but listen, they got something going around that they have these tickets, right? The tickets have like $2.99, right? This is the Black Friday sale. But when you pull the paper out, it's the same price.
Yeah.
So they are really getting people. So you know what? People are finally waking up. Stop giving these people all your money, okay? They are getting our ass.
Yeah. So social media is changing the game. That lady showed that video. I put it on our thing too, and it went viral. Viral, I should say. Yeah. So
Yes.
everybody, so millions of people saw this video. Did you see it, Carl?
No, which one?
I sent it to our chat line.
Oh,
The lady was in Target, and she had moved the sign, and I think the TV was $4.29 for the Black Friday, but she looked behind the sign, and the regular price was $4.29.
the same price.
Yeah, the same price, and she posted that online, and it got millions of
It
hits.
went
Yeah, it went
viral.
viral. Yeah, viral. Yeah, I put that in our chat line. I'm glad you guys paying attention.
Yeah, listen, I saw it and I saw it trending too. And I was like, that's so serious because I never go. First of all, I'm not into these holidays. I'm not, no holidays, no white man coming down my chimney because I don't have no damn chimney. So I'm not into all of that, the Black Friday, I don't even like that they call it Black Friday. It's disrespectful to my black ass. So I do not really get into that because I already knew they'd be playing games. But when you saw the evidence of her pulling the paper back and you see the regular price and then they got the Black Friday price, they are getting people. We're not saving no money. We're not saving no money. They digging deep in our pockets, very deep.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. Yeah, I'm done Black Friday shopping in 20 years, so it's not my kung
Yeah,
fu
I'm
style.
not giving them my money. I'm sorry, big corporations. You're not getting my money. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. We're going to wrap it up. We blew through an hour and 15 minutes already, folks.
That's good.
So we're
And
going to
my
wrap.
sister didn't chime in. My sister, I was looking for you, Nikki, because she said she was going to come on and say hello to me. Say hello to y'all.
Oh,
She's in the chat, but she doesn't. She needs the link.
I sent her the link. I don't know why she didn't use the link.
We're going to send the link, Nikki. Please come on and say happy birthday to your sister. And also, if anyone wants to join and you want to chime in on what we spoke about, feel free. You have a few minutes because we're about to close it out. While we are waiting for people to jump on if they want to, Tiffany, what did you learn today, or what did you want to share before we go?
First of all, I want to thank God for another year to be on this earth. You know, last year was hectic, went through a lot, but God made it through that we are here today. I'm here. I'm able to see my queen mother. I want to give a shout out to my cake. They made my cake today. Doc's Bakery made my cake today. Cream made my cake last year. But definitely date who you want. Date who you love, you know. Just know that every relationship comes with a consequence. It's just that people of other cultures is going to come with a couple of little bit more consequences. You're going to have to learn culture, background differences, you know. So, like I said, to each his own, do what you do, but I love nothing but black men. Black men, I love you. Other than that, yeah, just keep your head up. Make sure y'all like, subscribe.
You and Highly Favored have that in common. Highly
What?
Favored is 100% black men. She's not even pulling any punches.
I tried to sniff a white man and I was not happy.
yes, sniff a white man.
Yeah, because I'm all about you know, energy and smells. And this guy, he looked like a gladiator. Like he looked like he's supposed to be on TV. I said, if I date a white man, he'd probably be him. So I said, let me smell him. And I smelled him. I said, oh no, I can't date his ass. No, he don't even smell black.
That's hilarious.
Anything you learned or you want to share before we go?
Yeah, same. Tiffany stole my thunder, but it's all good. Hey, I'm grateful to be here again, still breathing, and had a great time with my family over the Thanksgiving weekend. It was a beautiful time seeing my mom and all my relatives, and awesome dinner. It was a great time down in the Maryland, Baltimore area where I spent my Thanksgiving. Also, I was looking at Rush Limbaugh, who everybody knows, anybody with ears and eyes know that he was one of the most racist people ever. At the time of his death, the guy was worth $600 million.
Whoa.
Mark Levine, I just looked up Mark Levine. He's worth $50 million. If you listen to Mark Levine, he's one of the most racist people, right-wing nut jobs there is. So when people come on our show and watch us for 4 or 5 minutes and say our show is racist, if we were racist, when I get off this air, I'll be going out front and getting in my Lamborghini in my big giant mansion, because if we were racist, we would have millions of followers and millions of viewers, because this country is built on hate.
Yeah.
And people that hate love hate. So I just want to say that we're not a racist show. We're not a racist channel. And if we were, we would have millions of dollars coming in like Rush Limbaugh and Mark Levine and all these other right-wing nut jobs. So stop with the we racist crap, because we're not. But just because we want to uplift our people don't mean we're racist.
All right, we have a very special guest on our panel. One of our super
my sister. Hi, sister.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
I got a little anxiety. That's why it took me so long. But happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like the marijuana plants in the background.
I wish.
She be smoking on the marijuana plant.
See where the anxiety coming from.
No,
thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Coates. I appreciate it. Thank you.
They're just
Thank you very much. I can see the resemblance.
Oh, my sister.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi,
Absolutely.
sister.
I'm sorry, I can't really.
Well, thank you for
Huh?
coming on and finally get to see the face.
Thank
Who's
you
the
for
oldest?
coming on,
Thank y'all
sister.
for
Who's the oldest?
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay, Tiff. Okay.
She's the baby.
y'all.
Baby sister. Okay.
Yeah, my mother said she was hanging on to her
Yeah,
legs. She
my
didn't want to
sister,
come
she's
out.
the oldest.
Nice.
Yeah, and my oldest sister is
I had a
the
long
pregnancy.
bed.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Big
Thank
sister.
you for coming
Good
on.
night.
Good night.
Happy
Good
birthday
night.
again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate the
All right.
love.
All
And
right.
Happy
great
holidays to
show.
you.
Great show is on.
Thank you. And thank
All
you for
right.
joining us every Sunday. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Happy
Sure,
holidays.
definitely.
All right.
Enjoy the
Happy
plants.
holidays. Good night.
Happy
Good
holidays.
night. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Nice. That was nice. All right.
So y'all saw my sister. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, sister. Sorry, sister.
Yes.
Awesome.
So that's our show, folks. We want to thank you so much for joining us on another Sunday. We hope you truly enjoyed.
Yes, thank you for all the birthday wishes and shout outs. We love you and appreciate you all.
It was beautiful. It was nice.
Did we get an answer to the question? Are black men giving away black wealth
Some are.
when they marry white women? Some say yes. Some people say marry who you marry. Do whatever you want.
I'm saying it doesn't. I say it doesn't matter because if a black man's going to invest his money back into his community that he was born and raised in, it don't matter who he's in his bedroom.
You're right. You're right about that.
That is true. And before we go, I'm going to take us out with these songs have become pretty popular. So
I like it. I like it.
Out with another classic.
Oh no.
Okay. I like it.
Wait, be careful. You gotta be careful with Carl.
No, that's true. No, Carl got good taste.
You see me like I'm shocked, like please, because he'll put on sexy red pound.
No. Here we go. You're gonna love this one.
A clean up woman is a woman who gets all the love the earth leave behind. The reason I know so much about her is because she picked up a man of mine. Jumping slick was my ruin, 'cause I found out all I was doing was making it easy for the clean up woman to get my man's love. Oh yeah, just making it easy for the clean up woman to get my baby's love. I took this man's love and put it on a shelf. And like a fool, I thought I had him all to myself. When he needed love,
I
love it, man.
have
All right, so that was a hot
Florida in
song, man. I
mind
thank you, Carl. That was a hot song, man. My mom used to listen to it all the time. Oh, by the way, like I said earlier, everybody can't wear afro. That's a horrible
Not
afro.
everybody can rock the afro.
No, she can't. No, that afro was horrible, but that song is hot.
Yeah.
The clean up woman.
Mhm.
You notice how happy people on Soul Train were when they were dancing together? You know what I mean? I noticed the happiness. I don't know, back
I
today,
love Soul Train.
it seemed like it's different though. Like, I mean, you don't see black people laughing and enjoying, maybe I don't know, maybe
And
the
that
music.
was a beginning of an era. Soul Train was
Yeah.
the first of its kind, especially for black people. So yeah, that's going to be my 50th party. It's going to be a Soul Train party. So get ready in another 2 years.
Nice. I was driving home from Maryland back to New York the other day, and I'm listening to Patricia and I were listening to, you know, 80s and 90s music. That's what we listen to, and we listen to Earth, Wind and Fire and
Yeah.
OJs, and just everybody. And I was listening to a couple of back-to-back Earth, Wind and Fire songs because that's my favorite group, Earth, Wind and Fire. And I was like, man, I feel sorry for today's kids. They're never going to
So loud.
experience. They're never going to experience what I was listening to Maurice White and Philip Bailey sing, and the message in their music and the passion they were singing with. And then we played Frankie Beverly, and I was like, man, these kids today.
It was love too, Kev.
Yeah,
It was a lot of love.
It was all love. Earth, Wind and Fire sung nothing but love.
Yeah.
And I was like, these kids today
Teddy Pendergrass.
they are robbed. They are robbed. They have no idea what they're missing out on. The music was so good. I was feeling so good inside, but I was also, my heart was hurting too, because I know people are never going to experience what I was experiencing listening to Maurice White and Philip Bailey sing. It was just an amazing thing. And I was like, people are going to, never going to experience this. This young generation is never going to experience that, man. It's sad. And we listen to old Motown. We watched the Temptations special, which we watch every year, the Temptations series, which is amazing if you haven't seen it. But yeah, it just listening to that music, man, just brought back so many memories. Like, damn.
A lot of that music too was really good, but it didn't have the explicit lyrics.
No, it didn't.
No, it was undercover.
It was undercover, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all
Like
undercover.
Yeah, check out this one.
She's a bad man, just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man, just as fine as she can be. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. She's got a figure that's shown up in attention. She's poetry in motion, a beautiful sight to see. I get so excited, viewing her anatomy. She's she's got all the curves a man like. She's she's got all the curves a man like. Look at her, she's a bad man, Gemma. Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man, Gemma. Oh, just as fine as she can be. Looks like she's born into the gold she wears. The essence of beauty, who's the lovely hair. She's boxy classy, oh, sexy sassy. She's heavenly, a treat for the eye to see. She's real. She's got all the curves a man like.
We don't own the rights to this music. We don't own the content. Let me just say that because they be trying to come for us.
Right.
But yeah, she's a bad man, Majema.
Yeah. The music was there, the beat was there. It was a fun song but imagine that song today.
And the lyrics is always, like you said, some of the lyrics are hidden in the music. Like Prince had a lyric in one of his songs. He goes, "I have a lion in my pocket and it's ready to roar." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We know
it
what
was
he's.
stuff
We know
like
what he's.
that.
we know what he's talking about, right? But it was so clever, the way he said it. Got a line in my pocket and is ready to roar. So we know what he's talking about. But still, it was hidden. I mean, Marvin Gaye pushed the envelope a little bit, with his music in some cases, but I mean, it was still Teddy Pendergrass, all those guys, man. They brought it, man. They brought the heat. So music has changed for the worse. Feel sorry for today's generation. They have no idea what they're missing
We
out on.
got classics.
Not like Lil RT. Lil RT came straight
All
up
right,
and said
we're not.
Lil RT.
We don't need him.
Tiffany, man, that album comes out, I'm getting you a copy of Lil RT.
Don't give me a copy of that because I'm gonna send it right to Child Protective. No, we're gonna send it to Iyanla because he's gonna need counseling, him and his whole family.
Lil RT, if you ain't sucking my D, get up my ass.
Oh, nasty.
Lil RT. All right, we want to thank you guys for checking us out on another
Thank
Sunday.
you.
We hope you guys
Like,
enjoyed.
subscribe.
Please like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends about our show so we can grow and grow and grow. And
Yeah, hope that 1 million people watching us next year this time. Hey, Dr. Umar, please come on our show and look me in my eyes and tell me you wouldn't date Vanessa Williams. I mean, Vanessa Bryant. Her fine ass.
No, she's beautiful, but sometimes you just don't be attracted, But she's a beautiful woman, but that's Kobe Bryant's wife. Nobody's looking at her.
So what Dr. Umar is saying, you got to fight it, Kev. You got to fight it off.
You got to fight it. Look the other way. Ain't nothing like a black woman.
I ain't got Umar fight it off. My bad.
You got to fight it.
Trisha going to kick my ass. That's all I'm saying.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
All right. Peace and love, everybody.
With the knowledge game, break away from the chains. We helping you grow. The Black Therapy Show. You in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite. No more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. With Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We be giving you empathy. We gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God up above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Let's go.
That show was hot as a firecracker. As usual. As usual. Good job, Carl, with all the music videos. I love it, man. Keep it coming, bro. Keep it coming, man. I trust you. Tiffany, a little worried about your musical taste, but
you know
so
what?
far,
I think we still live. Are we still live? You going in?
Yeah, we still